Hello everyone, waiting for it to set up here to let me know we're rocking and rolling into the multi-dimensional realities in existence. Okay, here we go. Looks like we're broadcasting pretty good. Stream, the feed looks pretty stable, pretty constant at this time anyhow. Okay. I'm going to go right into this. Thank you for all of you joining and looking at this in the future as well as in the now. And thank you for some feedback that this is working fine. As you can see and feel by the title, this is an important, very important live. So, what I will do for the intents and purposes of this live and this video and information, I need to say that there are, let's say, at least two forms of multi-dimensional reality and what occurs with it. So I'll begin with basically what, when I use the term multi dimension is in the ability that comes with it, is that this is not the only reality. It's not the only timeline. It's not the only world that you have access to in this now. And multi-dimensional areas occur upon the planet in the past as a result of what the cyclotrons, synchrotrons, uh, particle accelerators like CERN. There are so many around the planet, and even nuclear reactors. All of these play a part in physics and energy. And again, everything is energy. And we always must go there with everything we do, even for what we are, from the most smallest quasar particle or quasi particle, however you wish to describe it, the most smallest imaginable particle by the human consciousness is what all of creation is made out of. It's made out of that one ingredient, and from that one smallest particle and molecule, it is formed into many different expressions in both the material world with your material body, but also in the energetic etheric space where there's much consciousness as well. And with this, there is, yes, more than one reality, more than one timeline, and you could say parallel universes. It is very true. So, what I wish to say with this, as a result of particle accelerators like CERN around the planet in the past, they have caused distortions and rips in the space-time continuum. And how this is done, because everything is energy and it cannot be destroyed. It is only moved around and it is changed. And during the course of research with the particle accelerators and the bombardment of particles and the speeding up, it affects all reality. It has an impact, and especially in this dimension where we are at now, we are in the fourth dimension, we were in the third. It creates distortions in the space and time, meaning that space does not become constant and also time is not constant. So it creates many variations. Now, I am keeping this as simple as I can However, I do need to go into physics a little bit and, just to try, or not to try, to bring things together for you to give you more of an understanding, just a general understanding of what it is and what occurs. So you have what you can call multidimensional space that was caused and manipulated and distorted here by particle accelerators like CERN and uh, nuclear reactors, and these chemical processes do it. But not only do these particle accelerators do it, you also can do it. So this is important. So now we have entered one cause of multidimensional manipulation of time and space, which is done, from the human level, if you will. But then we also have your ability to transcend time and space, which is your multi-dimensional ability, and you are evolving in this. Now, as with the synchrotrons and cyclotrons, the synchrotrons, the particle accelerators, they need a power source, and so with them, they do have it, huge generators and crystals or what have you. But also, your power source is yourself in your crystalline body, which is evolving and changing. So your physical vessel inside is becoming more enhanced, and it's becoming crystalline based. So you are transitioning, uh, evolving within to a crystalline based organism and going away from the carbon based organism. And as a result of this beautiful transformation, transition, the human vessel, you become empowered, and you find that you have more outward real effects on your reality through the energy. You are not just human anymore. And, upon this realization, yes, you discover that you can affect reality not only just from your consciousness, but also from your energetic fields. So, how are we doing? Can I just get an update? I guess we're going pretty good here. How's the live? Is it glitchy or not? Okay, it is from time to time weak. Okay, thank you. Everyone watching, just add a little bit of energy in here consciously to keep the feed strong. Thank you. We did this the other night and it worked pretty good after that. So a little bit of energy just to keep the feed strong so that this important live comes out unglitched. Thank you. So how are we doing now? Is this constant? And the internet around the planet is, kind of unstable as well. Perhaps I should just put this into a YouTube without that, but it is important. I wanted to get the information out there now. Okay, thank you, Jeremiah. Okay, so let's continue. So basically, you know what multi-dimensional ability is when I use that term. So you are not constant in space nor time. Now, in the past, part of what I did when it come to the planet was repairing rips in the space-time continuum, and also portals to other dimensional space that was created as a result of experiments in CERN and these other particle accelerators, where they disrupt space and time, everything got affected. So I'd be like the guy that would come in and repair a lot of these distortions. And to give you an example of just one distortion I had to repair, um, and I'll keep this, very quick. You take this as a mountainside and it's faced, let's say, in this direction. I was picking mushrooms along this mountainside and I'm coming towards you. Uh, I had picked on a plateau on the same side of the mountain. I had picked some mushrooms and on a little plateau, and then I proceeded northward on the side of a mountain. You don't get lost or anything. And what occurred is that about a kilometer away, I came across the exact same area that I had just been in, a kilometer behind me. Now, just in that area where the mountain was at, the mountainside I was on, so it had two identical little areas a kilometer apart. And when I looked down to the road, down on the side of the mountain where I had my camper parked, that was still in the same location as when I come in. So just showing that there were actually two identical places that were that were created. So I had to repair that and adjust it. And one of the reasons why we need to do this is because with again, trying to keep it simple, part of my divine work is to repair these because it causes oscillations in the space time continuum, which is also responsible for events and also for all of humanity and the type of space that is enjoyed upon the planet. When I mean enjoyed, I should say experience. So that's just an example. Now, with getting back with your own self, you have the ability to transcend time and space. And especially all of you that is awakened, as soon as you're awakened, your body has begun that process of transitioning into the crystalline form. And again, this is unprecedented upon the planet to such a degree. In the past, in the written history you have, in the written history you have, you have a few that were crystalline, like Buddha, some yogis, Christ figures. So you had relatively a few. And it is referred to as ascending as well. And this multi-dimensional ability is also what the Christ did. Again, the Christ did not die, and when you look in a lot of your reference, you can see several to 40 days later, after what was supposed to be the death, he appeared in the physical. And this is also your ability to do this. In reality, again, we do not die. We are multi-dimensional beings and we do exist for all time. And again, uh, Earth is what you can call the human playground. However, in this time of the Great Ascension, much of the truth is allowed to be shared with so many more. And of course, because you're all divine as well, and we're moving on to the higher experiences. So, why is more multi-dimensional experiences occurring? Like, for example, I put on my timeline just the most recent one that I had last night by an extension being in the reality, but I experience quite a few of these because of what I am and what I do. However, one of the reasons I put that post out is to let you know that yes, reality is changing, it's fluctuating, more higher energetic portals are opening as a result of the energetic focus on this now. The 1212 gateway of December, and also with the Luru, what is going on. So many awakened ones and advanced ones energetically, and with the crystalline component of the evolvement of their vessels is creating something not heard of before. And this is why, in this now and going forward, the Luru is such a significant event. But again, in the space, it's not only you, all of you, in the Luru, we also have, some celestial activity which is occurring, which does play a role in this reality. So the same way your moon plays a role, Jupiter and Saturn plays a role as well, very important role. So in the past, some of you at least have had multidimensional experiences where you went into different realities and come back. And the reason that you were showing that, it leads up more so for this time, and you keep compiling information as you go along. But you can look at it was an introduction to prove and confirm to you what is actually possible, and that this is not the only world and it's not as it seems. So you were given an introduction to your abilities at that time. And, then perhaps it was like it was shut off for quite a while because, yes, it had to be. We have a divine plan that is being orchestrated and is dominating what occurs on the planet. And we cannot have everyone levitating or going into other dimensions. There is a divine order with this plan. So, with your multi-dimensional abilities, with some of you, you were subjugated to uh, knowing that there were other dimensions even before your physical vessel was prepared. And these are also done on a divine level, that the energetic space would be created, and then divinely you would be guided into there. So at those times when you're being introduced to it, it did not need to mean that your physical vessel was crystalline then. It did not. It's part of how you're divinely shown things, and then they are premonition experiences of what is to come, and we are here now. This is what has come. So, having said this, I got a couple notes wrote down. Um, so this is very important. See, not only do you create with your consciousness, you create with your energetic fields as well. So with your multi-dimensional abilities, you are not constant to this time and space. And to gain more of a control over your multi-dimensional energy and your ability, there comes a discipline with the energy within you. And that discipline is to, you need to look that negative energy does have a negative spin. It has a density that is created by a negative spin. So to keep things simple, this is why you are taught early to be positive no matter what, because you are the creator. So if you are positive in the now, then things coming to you will be positive, because simply likes do attract. However, during the purification of your body, going within, becoming the master of the fear, the lower density, then you are given your powers, and you are given more of a discipline and a control over your energetic field. And you enhance your multi-dimensional abilities. Now, it's all for a purpose, and the purpose is to secure, to assist with all of your divine comrades in securing the human playground for the soul, but lifting it up into a higher dimensional state, which is the 5D. So, to be able to do that and all of us to work as a team, you are given these special gifts to do it. How are we doing? Can someone just give a report? Thank you. Good feed? Okay, thank you, Griselda. Thank you. So, at this special time, because of the great energetic effects of all of you, and so powered beyond anything with yet, and also with the advancement of your crystalline vessel and your energetic vessel, you are going to be experiencing more of these multidimensional experiences on the small scale and possibly even the big scale, which what can possibly occur with all of the focused energetic intent on the 21st, and of course the flash up of what we call the energetic 5D grid encompassing the planet. If it is strong enough, it can create the solar flash. It'll be a solar flash, and it may also be a total reset of reality. It can be a reset of reality, meaning that we could just go into a different version of this reality. We could go into a heaven version. So, having said this, I am not saying what's going to occur. I am saying the huge potential. And also, as we go into this new reality, it's important right at this point to keep your energetic fields and your consciousness clean and clear of the old paradigm things. We don't wish to take that with us, and also it may be possible that it would be a hindrance to you that would keep you on a lower timeline. So, two timelines are converging here on the 21st, but they are converging. How can I put this? Because both are on them. But what may occur as well after the convergence point right here on December 21st, then boom, the two timelines might completely separate, and you'll be on, all of us will be on the higher timeline, but there is that approximate 63-year timeline that the darkness remain on, and very, very few, if any, souls will remain on. We'll be going forward on the higher timelines, which keeps transitioning into the higher state of being in the 5D, and the freedom for humanity and establishing the harmony upon the planet, while the other timeline separates from this one, which has the density. But we've already been seeing that culling, if you will, occur as one's awake. They're brought up on um, to the higher timeline through a higher state of consciousness as well. So it's all happening beautifully without getting into too much detail. So many have had multidimensional experiences before, and there are going to be a lot more at this time. So, having said that, it is important, and perhaps I can keep this one short, which will be great. Uh, uh, oh no, I can go a little bit further. So, a lot of your upgrades, and let's say there has been a neurogenesis occurring within your vessel, which caused ascension symptoms. Some might have been discomfortable with it. Um, This neurogenesis not only took place in the top of the head with new neural pathways being grown and new ganglion down this side, it was entirely over your full body, your full nervous system. And also, there's been within your body everywhere, there has been new nerve endings, which are more crystalline based than carbon based. Carbon based kept you attached to a material lower density reality. The new crystalline nerves give you the ability with the physical vessel to ascend with the physical vessel intact to the higher dimensions, the multi dimensions as well. So your vessels have been undergoing an important serious upgrade to allow for this most glorious time and also more. Someone asked to see what's around my neck. So it's a beautiful, important necklace that Michael Whitefeather has given me and enhanced as well. And he's very beautiful, and I love him. And I love to say he's David. That was one of his incarnations. So he's very beautiful. So, again, your multidimensional abilities is very important and very beautiful, and have no fear whatsoever. Allow your body to transition and evolve and become more crystalline enhanced. And this uplifts you and places you in other dimensions. And there's so much more to come. And also the importance of increasing your energetic space to multidimensional. It also assists with, let's say, first contact to ETs, but not limited to. There is so much beauty in all of creation, what is, and you're being given an access, a more of an access to creation. So in creation and for our souls, you could say like you were at the lowest level with these physical vessels. You could say it was hell, but whatever you wish to describe it. But you were at the lowest level on the creational scale and the lowest levels of reality. So we only go up from here. So you keep going up an ascension ladder and you enter the new experiences that were kept from humanity for the most part to secure the human experience. However, because of these most joyous times, you're allowed to know more. And you know what I say, whether it resonates or not, you will get your own confirmations for those who are used to that are supposed to know, and you could have perhaps someone that's not supposed to know. They would put this live on and just say, "Oh," and click it off because it's secured divinely by their soul that they would not have any influential subject that would advance them forward because it's in their soul contract that they would not come into, let's say, the space of it as well. So the important thing is keep working upon yourself, what resonates and what feels right, and use your heart, your discernment. And at this time, I strongly suggest don't don't get caught up in any negativity, any drama, any density. Keep your space clear, and also, if you need to, yeah, stay in your energetic bubble by yourself in your house, wherever you need to be, and keep it powered up. Keep your vibration highest, and your consciousness is clear of the old memories from your life's existence in the old paradigm. Replace that with we're creating the new, and altogether also with that conscious effort and focus, energetic focus by all, we create much quicker and transition ourselves into the higher reality. So, great. Ah, I believe I covered most with this, and a general introduction more so with it at least, and hopefully it. Well, I shouldn't say hopefully, because everything is divinely decreed and it goes as it's supposed to. So this assists who it must, and for those that are not supposed to see it, they won't. So it's all beautiful with that. So keep going forward. The other dimensions and realities are very real. And with that, I love you, love and light, and thank you. Kisses and woohoo! Happy, happy days now. Thank you. Bye.